Hi everyone, this is Melissa. I go by Stitching Liz here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. It would mean so much to me if you would follow me in both places. So, here's what we're doing today. I am feeling extremely anxious, a little down, not feeling my best. And I'm going to deal with it in a totally healthy manner by shopping. So I decided we could do a really fun little trip where we go to JoAnn and shop the cross-stitch aisle, and then go to Michael's and shop the cross-stitch aisle and compare and see what they're both like and what you can get, and I'll show you anything that I buy. So let's go take a look. We're going to JoAnn first. That's the one that was furthest away, so I decided to start furthest away and work my way home. And just so you know, I live on Long Island in New York, so these are stores on Long Island in New York. They may be different from your stores where you are. You may not even have these kinds of stores where you are. So I thought it would be fun to see what was available and what kind of trouble I can get into. All right, so let's go inside. Okay, so this is the cross-stitch aisle at JoAnn. You can see it's a full aisle. It starts out with a lot of the fabric that they have. They have a good selection of Aida. There was a little bit of linen, but mostly Aida. They have some needles. There were some other craft things in this aisle. This is the anchor floss. They have all of the spools of anchor floss. It's really beautiful to look at. Then they had some generic floss, and then they had their DMC. They had a couple of different kinds of DMC, all of the regular ones. Down at the end of the aisle, there were some other crafts. And then turning over this way, there started to be kits. So there were some kits here. Some of them were punch needle, and some of them were embroidery. A lot of them were cross-stitch. There were design works and there were dimensions kits. Some of them were large, some of them were medium. A lot of the ones you're seeing right here are embroidery. So they did mix that in with the regular cross-stitch. They had some simpler ones in the dimensions brand, and then they had their hoops. Not a huge selection of hoops, just a few. There were a few in different shapes. I don't know, these were pear-shaped, sort of, egg-shaped. And then these were just felt things. These weren't cross-stitch related. Okay, so we went through JoAnn's, and I'm going to show you what I got in a few minutes. But first, we're going to check out the Michael's cross-stitch aisle, see if there's anything different, see if there's anything new, or if it looks the same, better, worse. We'll find out. So let's go into Michael's now. Okay, so this is the cross-stitch aisle in Michael's. You can see that there's cross-stitch stuff on one side, but on the other side it's all sewing notions. So you see there are some needles and some scissors. And then they start with their DMC collection. So they have all of the regular DMC to choose from. And they also have some sets of DMC, which is nice. They have some toile, they have some wool blend, which is what you're seeing here. I've never seen the wool blend, so that was interesting to see. Then they have their generic threads that are their own brand that you could get if you wanted to, very inexpensive. And then the cross stitch stuff kind of stopped and it was just fabric and on the other side sewing notions. So some thread and some buttons and scissors and stuff like that. I decided to look in the next aisle just to see because I was surprised. And they did have hoops there. So they have a small selection of hoops, but they did have scroll frames and Q-snap dupes. And JoAnn did not have either of those. So that was interesting. This is also where they kept their fabric. They had a little more linen than JoAnn did, but not as much Aida. Okay, so we're back. We're going to do a little car haul to show you what I got at JoAnn and Michael's. So you saw in the clips of the aisles that JoAnn had a full aisle that was mostly cross-stitched. There were some other crafts in that aisle, but it was mostly full of cross-stitch. There were all kinds of things there. The Michael's aisle had far fewer things in it, and the hoops and fabric were actually in a separate aisle that had yarn in it. So it was a little confusing. I didn't even know. I just decided to look and see, and that's how I found the hoops and the fabric. There were some similarities in between the two stores and what they had. JoAnn had a lot of kits, and so that was really fun to look at. They had more thread to choose from. They had the whole line of the anchor on spools plus all the DMC. So in terms of like fun shopping, it was more fun to look in JoAnn, but if you just needed DMC, you could definitely go to Michael's and just get DMC if you needed it. So let me show you what I got. So I'm going to show you my JoAnn haul first. So I picked up this Dimensions Gold Collection kit. It says something quite magical happens when you smile, and it's this forest scene. It's got all of the threads and fabric that you need. So I got that kit. I got 3 Aida fabrics. They have new printed fabrics from Charles Craft. At least they're new to me. These are all 14 count. This one is a printed neutral. It's a little hard to see, but it's a little variegated, mottled, neutral beige tan, maybe even a little peach. I got the one that is purple and pink and blue. I thought that was really pretty. And then they had this iridescent fabric. I don't know if you can see the iridescence, but it's like a light pink with opalescent threads running through it. And it's really pretty. So I thought it would be fun to pick up those fabrics. I got this kit. This is a Design Works kit, I believe, called Dragonfly Love. It's a dragonfly that says love on the side, and the wording says love is patient, is kind, endures all things. And I thought that was really pretty, especially with Valentine's Day coming up. This is the other kit I got. It's a Design Works kit. And it's called Red Daisy Cat for very obvious reasons. I couldn't resist this adorable little guy. He's so cute. I feel like this would be nice to do in spring. I've been really enjoying doing kits lately. This comes with the threads and the fabric. I've been enjoying doing kits lately, so I picked up a few kits. I thought this was really cool. This is a journal that you can cross stitch the cover. I'm not sure what I will put on there, but this is by Dimensions, and it's a spiral bound journal. I think that's really cool. Got a few more things. I got 2 tiny 3-inch hoops. I was looking for tiny hoops to finish tiny finishes in. So I'm hoping these will be the right size. They were the smallest ones they had. They looked pretty good. So I'm hoping these will work out. I picked up some Coloris threads because I'm looking for a variegated thread for one of my charts. So I got this one. This is 4502. I got this one. This is 4503. I got this one, which is 4513. And I got this one, which is 4509. And then I think there should be one other thing. Yes. I got these tail end weavers. I have been wanting one of these. I really play thread chicken pretty badly sometimes, where I am almost out of thread and I can barely get it through to weave the ends in. And I knew that this would help me, and I have never seen it anywhere readily available. And so when I saw these, I had to pick them up. I feel like this will help me so much. So that's all the stuff I got from JoAnn. I feel like I got really fun things. It was fun to shop there. They have everything you could need, plus other fun things to shop for. So because I did so well in Michael's did have some of the similar fabrics. So that was good. They had some. They didn't have quite as big a selection of fabrics. They did have DMC. They had some of the DMC sets, like the Etoile, and they even had the wool blend DMC now. But I didn't pick up anything like that. I got a couple of, I thought these were neat. It's a 3-pack of these circle shapes that you can wooden cross stitch, on. I got the circles. I got the big heart. That's a 2-pack. The bigger ones were in 2. And I got, this is a 4-pack of the squares. And I just thought these were really neat because you have an automatic fully finished object when you're done with them. So I thought that was pretty cool. I also picked up 2 tension hoops. I've always wanted, I'm a hoop stitcher typically, and I've always wanted to try tension hoops, and I've never seen them in a store to buy. So I got 2 sizes. They didn't have my favorite size. My favorite size is 6 inches. They had 5 inches and 7.25 inches. So I got both of them because I'm not sure if the 5-inch will be too small for me. So I got both, and I can't wait to try these to see how I like them. I've heard really good things about tension hoops, plus they're purple, so that was really exciting. And then the last thing I got from Michael's was, I did not notice this in JoAnn. They may have had it and I just didn't see it. But in Michael's, they definitely had the DMC Diamant. And I've heard a lot about it. I've been wanting to try it. So I got a silver. This is G415. I don't think it says a color. It's one of the silvers. And then I got this one. This is a black and gold. I thought that was so cool. So I got those to try. So I definitely did some shopping. I definitely got a little dopamine hit. I feel a little bit better than I did earlier today. I'm excited to share with you the difference between Michael's and JoAnn. If you don't have stores like this around and you need to shop online, I think you could get most of these things online at 123 Stitch, or even on Amazon. Some of the things might be available, especially some of the kits. But I think that if you have these stores available and you want to just go for fun and for more availability, JoAnn seemed to have a little bit of an edge over Michael's. So try that out. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a very happy Valentine's Day, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.